Hello there, people on YouTube, YouTubers. What is there a word for this? And I've got a warm take. I don't think it's a hot take, but it's a warm take. Tangled is a lot better than Frozen. This shouldn't be taken as a shot at Frozen. Frozen is a perfectly acceptable movie. That being said, am I a little triggered that 6 years later we're getting a sequel to Frozen and no one ever wants to have conversations with me about Tangled? Yes, I'm gonna talk about why, and at the end of this video, you're gonna be like, damn, you're right. You know what you should do right now before I continue this video? Just like it. It's right down, I don't know what direction. It's there on the side, and then hit the subscribe button and don't let it go. So I have a theory as to why people like Frozen so much better than Tangled. It's really complicated, so you're gonna wanna get out a pen and really try and follow this. They like the soundtrack better, period. Because like as a movie, Tangled is just better than Frozen in every single way. But like, first, let's give Frozen its due. Yeah, the music there's just banger after banger. Even the soundtrack that deleted songs, those songs are all great. All of the songs are super singable. They're really well incorporated into the plot. Yes, I will confirm that Frozen does have a better soundtrack than Tangled. People get obsessed with I think that they really like the music and they use that as a stand-in for the whole movie, when in actuality, I would argue that every single element of Tangled, outside of the music, is better than Frozen. Okay, so let's start with the characters. Characters in Frozen are okay. I like them well enough. Olaf especially is a delightful character.
Hi everyone, I'm Olaf, and I like warm hugs.
Anna and Elsa, they're fine. Like as Disney princesses go, if we're gonna call both of them Disney princesses, like middle of the pack, maybe a little bit worse than middle of the pack. Some of the side characters are great. The Duke of Weaseltown is especially a delight.
Weselton, Duke of Weselton.
But when you compare them to the Tangled characters, it's really not even close. Let's start with Mother Gothel, who to me is, I'll say 5 for sure, but maybe even top 3 Disney villains of all time. Like everything that comes out of her mouth is such awesome, manipulative mom speaker.
Mother knows best.
She's just so, that way she like puts pressure on, always sort of making herself feel like the victim, and it's awesome. Everything is just a delight that comes out of her mouth.
Oh, stop it, you big lug.
Flynn Rider to me, with or without the smolder on his face, is amazing.
No. This is bad. This is very, very bad. This is really bad. They just can't get my nose right.
Every line that comes out of his mouth is just like, we all know that guy from high school that just like, every single time, like every line out of his mouth he thought was the most clever thing in the world. Rapunzel is a great lead, and some of the side characters too are so much fun. The Stabbington brothers, like, is there a single better name in the history of Disney movies than the Stabbington brothers? Like that is such a great, just random henchman. I love the horse, Maximus. I especially love the scene where he puts the sword in his mouth and tries to fight people with it. Oh, it's wonderful.
You should know that this is the strangest thing I've ever done.
I like Pascal, the chameleon, especially when he sticks his tongue in people's ears. Long story short, all of those characters are just awesome. They're far superior, no offense to Olaf, than the Frozen characters. That's just the tip of the iceberg. The plot itself is really tight, it's really clean, like you can explain the whole thing in one sentence. Frozen is really kind of meandering, it wanders, and in parts it honestly just doesn't make sense. So I get that she has to have her heart unfrozen by an act of true love. That could just as easily be Olaf, like that happens in the movie. He says that I'll melt for you. You probably remember because it's adorable and it's maybe the best moment in the whole movie.
Olaf, you're melting.
Some people are worth melting for.
That doesn't count for unclear reasons that are never explained. Is there a single person on Earth that likes any of that troll stuff? Like, honestly, I don't know why it's there. I don't know why it's in the movie. And every time the trolls are on screen, I die a little bit inside.
There is strange magic here.
Let's talk about the animation, which it's really good in both movies. I think, a key element of Let It Go and why it works so well is That whole scene is amazing with the animation. Disney does an incredible job at making the whole ice castle thing come to life, but it's just worse than the lantern scene in Tangled, which is amazing. Like, I don't know if anyone saw that in theaters, and especially in 3D. That whole sequence was incredible, from the lighting to all of the stuff falling down, and it's such a great pivotal moment in the movie. But also just beyond that, like, all of the things that they do with Rapunzel's hair are great. You know, they do a really good job of showing flowy movement. I love the scene where the little girls braid her hair and she has like the little flowers in it, and suddenly she can wander around. For me, Tangled is maybe the best actual animated movie from a skills perspective in the history of Disney. People don't talk about that enough, but as you can see, that's a running theme of people overlooking all of the great elements of Tangled. A lot of people will just lazily throw out like, oh, Disney's been on a roll since Frozen. No, Disney has been on a roll for a long time, but it is Tangled, whether it was nominated for Best Animated Movie or not, which it wasn't. To me, that's when it all came together. That was the moment where Disney Animation figured it out again. It's been wonderful since then, and I appreciate what it's done from my perspective, and I appreciate how many hours I've spent enjoying that movie, watching Flynn Rider and his smolder, and just laughing along as Rapunzel experiences the world for the first time.
Best day ever!
That's it. That's my whole take. I've said my whole piece, and now it's your turn to tell me why I'm an idiot. So go down to the comment section, get out your fingers, and just furiously type about how much you like Frozen or how much you hate whatever's going on here. If you didn't listen to me earlier and you didn't hit the like and the notification bell and the subscribe thing, you should do that also. And head back here and watch us again on CinemaBlend for all of your favorite movie and TV content.